Hello, everyone, and welcome to the After Shift Report. Let's get right into it today. It's the 3rd of January. Did you make a weight loss goal, a healthy eating goal, an exercise goal? How's it going so far? Well, I want to give you 3 tips today to help you when you're tempted to cheat or tempted to go against your word. The first one is so simple it's a rubber band that you just wear around your wrist. It could be a little hair, tie, whatever. But the point is something around your wrist that you can snap. Actually, that probably snaps and stings a little bit more than a hair tie. So, whatever you feel like you need. But how often have you found yourself eating mindlessly? Like you're binging your next Netflix show and you've got a bag of chips or cookies and you're just eating a couple. And then you look in the bag and it's like, oh my gosh, what happened? Who else is in here eating in this cookie jar? I mean, literally, it's gone and you don't even realize that it's happened. Come on, we've all been there. We've got this habit where we're not mindful of of eating until we see the evidence in the empty bag. I mean, the evidence um, or the idea behind the rubber band is to create a pattern interrupt by simply snapping the rubber band. It's literally that simple to break the momentum and begin the process to creating a new neural pathway. A second part to this tip, though, is just as critical, is get an index card and write on there like 5 to 7 things that you could do instead of eating. Now, this isn't anything big. It's very specific to you. Could you get a glass of water? Could you call a friend or family member on the phone? Could you, oh my goodness, read a couple of pages in a book? Could you go brush your teeth? Could you just reward yourself with 10 minutes on social media? Whatever. Just have you a list of 5 to 7 things so that when you catch yourself and you snap your rubber band, we broke the momentum. And now we're going to anchor that break in a little bit more and we're going to shift and just for a few minutes take our brain somewhere else. And I think you'll be amazed at how that really can divert your attention away from that mindless eating. Give it a try. Um, so wherever you go, your go-to place is to eat, whether it's a refrigerator, you get in there and you get grabbing things, or um, the pantry or kitchen cabinet, wherever it is, post those index cards so you'll see them. Now, the second tip has to do with having a time in the day where it's not quite time for supper, but man, you are just starving. You know that time I'm talking about? I mean, you just kind of snap and grow crazy just stuffing anything and everything in your mouth. And if you're driving home, we've probably all done this a time or two. You're just like so famished, you pull into a drive through line at your local favorite fast food restaurant and get something that's totally going to sabotage your health goals, right? Listen, there's no shame. We've all been there. So the best defense is a good offense. Plan ahead by simply having snacks available to work or that work to get you through that time period. Okay. So anticipate that this is going to happen. I mean, you're driving home from work, and as you're kind of settling in and letting things from work go and thinking about getting dinner together when you get home or whatever the case may be for you and your schedule where you have that time like, oh my gosh, if I don't eat something right now, I'm just not going to make it. So if you're in a car, have you a little bag in there with protein bars, a jar of nuts, some, prepackaged crackers, the peanut butter cracker kind or the cheese kind. They're great for the car. A box of raisins, that's another great one. Trail mix. So be prepared. Have them in the car. Now, if you're home when this tends to happen, then have some healthier options in your refrigerator. Things like, well, all the ones that I mentioned would still work at home, but you now have the addition of the refrigerator. So could you have cottage cheese in there, yogurt, granola, carrots and celery with some hummus, anything like that that you could that would still go along with your healthy eating goals, and just again a good good defense is having a good offense here. Did I say that right? Anyway, you know what I mean. Okay, now the third tip is to take mindless eating to a deeper level. Now, I'm not talking about when you're truly hungry and you really do need a refuel, but just like in the examples I've given above, where just that mindless eating is in place, or it's that little split second before you're ready for a meal that you're getting really hungry. If you can stop in the moment using your rubber band and consider what it is that you need in that moment. Now, listen to what I just said. What is it you really need in that moment? If you're not hungry for food or fuel, then what are you needing? And this is where you're going to have to be quiet for a few minutes and just say, what do I need? What was I going for food for if I wasn't hungry? Is it comfort? Do you just maybe need to rest? Just give yourself a little power nap. Maybe you just need to sit and be quiet. I certainly get that when you've been just go, go, go at work, and then, man, I just stop the noise. Everybody just be quiet, and you just need to quiet your own mind. Maybe you're craving connection with someone. Maybe you just need to simply move your body and just a little, you know, 10 or 15-minute walking in place workout. There's a ton of them on YouTube that you can do for whatever time limits you have. So if you can understand the why behind the mindless eating, you can course correct, right? Spend some time this week just being an observer. Now, it would be even a bonus if you can log when you're doing this, and what was it you found that you needed, what was the time, and to see if you can see a pattern. There's no blame here, okay? This is an exercise in just being gentle with yourself, giving yourself grace. You're actually excavating the outer layers of yourself and going inside. And I know that can sometimes seem a scary thought, can it? Just to go inside and see what's really happening. But get to know yourself. You may be very pleasantly surprised. And sometimes it's just something that simple. Um, Knowing that you just need to be quiet, or your body is asking you to let it rest for just 10-15 minutes, or to move your body. um, our bodies are very smart. We'll just listen to them. So just give that a try this week. Message me, put something in the comment box. I'd love to hear what your takeaway was, what it was you found that was helpful. So I hope you enjoyed these tips, and we'll see you next week. Continuing your Happy New Year goals.